I'm Don Yaeger, and welcome to the Greatness Green Room. Consider this a backstage pass to a virtual room full of lessons, tips, and insights shared with me by some of the greatest business minds, sports architects, and team leaders of all time. I've spent 30 years in the study of greatness, traveling all around the world in pursuit of what makes the great ones great. What I discovered along the way turned into an award-winning career of speaking to audiences nationwide on the habits of high-performing individuals and championship-level teams. My experiences have led to so many valuable lessons that, I feel bad to say this, I just couldn't squeeze them all into a keynote speech. But that's why I'm excited about this Greatness Green Room. It's my chance to step off the stage and give you a few minutes of inside access to what I've learned has helped both champions and championship teams unlock the ability to go from good to great. Only 4 men in the history of college basketball have ever appeared in the NCAA Final Four as a player and also won the national championship as a head coach. Billy Donovan is in rare company. Currently the head coach of the NBA's Oklahoma City Thunder, Donovan won not 1, but 2 NCAA titles as head coach of the Florida Gators men's basketball team. In fact, while coaching the Gators, he won those championships in back-to-back seasons in 2006 and 2007. He has more wins than any other coach in the history of UF's basketball program. While he's moved on to the professional ranks, his 28 years of coaching has stockpiled a lot of wisdom along the way. I sat down with him not too long ago to talk about what made him successful. He emphasized the importance of keeping the fun in basketball. But then he gave me a gem, his keys to sustaining success.
Well, I think the number one thing that I really looked at was distractions. I thought distractions was the number one thing. And so what I did was when we won it and all those guys decided to come back, certainly we had 2 different sets of circumstances. The first time we weren't even ranked. So there was no pressure, there was no expectation. The second time coming back, we were preseason number 1. There was an expectation a little bit more to get back to that. So those are distractions. And how do you stay true to what we need to do? So I thought distractions were extremely important. I also thought the other thing that was really important was allowing other people to take the fun out of the journey. And I think one of the things that happens is when you're a team that comes back and is clearly everybody's looking at you and you're under a microscope, as a Joakim Noah was, our team was, the fun gets taken out of it because now you are looked upon of this unbelievable ride that took everybody by storm that nobody would have thought would have happened. And now you're coming back to try to do it again. The circumstances around it change, the people around you change, the media changes, everything changes. So you get to a place where I've seen people allow other people to rob them of their happiness. And I talked a lot about the distractions of things getting in the way and talked a lot about we're in charge of our own happiness. Because I think what happens is when you play a game and you win, and the next day or right after the game, you didn't win by enough, you didn't play perfectly enough. If that becomes irritating and that becomes a distraction and the fun of the journey gets taken out of it, you're never going to do it. So what I tried to do after every single game, whether or not we played poorly or whether we played great, was we were going to celebrate the win in the locker room and either the plane ride home or that night. I thought it was important we celebrate, enjoy it. We're in charge. Our goal was to come out here to win the game. Yes, we didn't play perfectly. We can get better from this, but we did win and we're going to enjoy it.
You see, since 2000, there have been only 6 teams in the 5 major professional and college sports that have won back-to-back titles. Donovan said his 2 championship seasons were drastically different, and his team's ability to fight through the obstacles most organizations face helped create sustained success. At the start of the 2007 season, Billy made a list of all the possible distractions that could get in the way of the Florida Gators' success. Their coaching staff drew a mountain on the whiteboard during a team meeting. They drew a basketball at the top of the mountain and one at the bottom, and said, "The world thinks you are national champions. But as soon as practice starts, you have to accept that your basketball has rolled down the hill, and you are now at the bottom of the mountain. So the question now is, how will you rid yourself of the distractions that get in the way of your success? And how will you get back to the top of the mountain? This is one of the many lessons learned in the study of greatness. What makes the great ones great? What makes the great teams great? And what makes a great teammate are all major discussion points for me when sitting down with the greatest winners in sports, business, and even nonprofits. And I want to keep the conversation going with you. Please help yourself. Click on some of the other videos from the Greatness Green Room that I know will be of value to you. And as always, you can visit donyaeger.com to connect with me on keynote speaking, monthly webinars, our virtual learning program, blogs, best-selling books, and more. Thanks for stopping by the Greatness Green Room. Until next time, be great every day.